everyone! Sorry about that. We were having some skipped frames and lagginess, so hopefully we're looking good now, and you can hear me, and everything is great. Let's go into our announcements, and of course, if you guys see any technical issues on your end, let us know while I'm going through this. But announcements! First of all, welcome back to Fate's End, guys. The homebrew game by Dink and Lyre. Jeez, Lord have mercy. Ink and Lyre. We're off to a great start, as you can see. We ended off on quite a cliffhanger last session, so I hope that you guys are super excited. I saw some hype in the chat, how you guys are pretty excited about this episode. We're all pretty excited too. So let's get into announcements. First of all, our giveaway. Today, we are giving away a Yellow Heart Dice Vault. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see that. I know when I get close to the camera it gets blurry, but oh, it's so pretty. It's got like this, it almost like has this like pearlescent sheen to it. But of course, our giveaway is presented by 9 Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. They never use any dyes or stains. All of their vaults are foam-lined with rare earth magnets, and they are screwed in, so they'll never pop out. And of course, they use oil-based finishes to really bring out the natural wood color. Like, this is just the natural wood color of this Yellow Heart, which is just absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we're going to be giving this away today. If you want to go ahead and grab one of these faster, or get access and buy one of their dice trays, they also do dice towers, you can use our code LYRE10 to get 10% off your purchase. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start this giveaway, and we are going to announce it during our break. You must be a follower to enter, so make sure to follow us before you use the command. The command is going to be command loot, which is !loot, and you must be here to redeem it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start our giveaway. May the odds be in your favor, and may the fates smile upon you, my loves. So it is started. You should be seeing that in chat here in just a second, and you can go ahead and enter this amazing giveaway by 9 Realms. So yeah, go ahead, stick that there so I can gaze upon it while I DM. Yes. So another really big announcement, and I hate to break everyone's hearts out there. Next week we are off. There will be no Fate's End episode or Iron Valor or Short Rest. We're gonna take a short break, spend some time with our families and get some recouping, and then of course it's Daniel and our son's birthday, so we're going to be celebrating that, and we just want to take some time with our families because we've been working our butts off over here. So I'm sorry, but we will return that next Monday with more Fate's End and Iron Valor, which I believe that is the calendar, the 2nd, November 2nd, because next Monday is the 26th, so that week. And we'll be back with Fate's End on the 2nd of November. So, just to let you guys know that. Other than that, I do believe that is the end of our announcements. So, time has come. Let us draw our cards, pray for tonight's episode of Fate's End. We're back. Davis. We're back. All right.
I guess that's a good roll.
First things first, if you haven't watched the last episode, we highly recommend that you stop now and go watch the last episode, because there was a huge reveal. So just a note on that, because we're about to get into spoilers with our recap. So, last session, the party went to see Micah's mother. They learned about the reoccurring dream she has been having. Snonk ate pork and we were all mortified. The party went shopping for the first time, went to Goody's Goods and met Afrin Goody, or Mr. Goody. Finnalai accidentally insulted Lorelai and then bought her a beautiful quill to make up for it. Lorelai shared her waking nightmare story with Finn, and they both had a nice heart-to-heart. The Fates End meme, "That's how he shows affection," was born in regards to Roaring Bear. The group met with Grevir to set up this meeting with Revenir Thorn. He was very excited about that. And then the group set out the next morning to meet with Grevir. Everything was going well. Grevir began sharing his journal and all the ideas he had to improve the livelihood of the Undercity, and just as the party's guard was dropped, he told Revenir that the 5th season starts with her, and that Faerun sends his regards. He then lunged out at Revenir, his skin rippled as his veins were coming alive from beneath, his mouth snapped open, and he strained in agonizing pain, the moving veins behind his forehead quickening, and blood-red spots quickly forming as whatever was underneath expanded very rapidly until his body erupted with such force. Grevir then became no more, and all that was left was a tearing forth of hundreds upon hundreds of larvae, writhe out and swarm and engulf Revenir. Before we continue our tale with the start of initiative, I would like Roaring Bear to quickly make a perception check for me.
Perception. Let me go ahead and... Should probably have had that up already, but I was busy fiddling with everything else.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change the mood a little bit, something more appropriate.
Something more sinister, you mean? Monster.
Interesting. Not letting me roll in Foundry either. But that's why we keep the emergency on-hand physical detail T20 running around. So. It's going to be a 14.
14?
Yes.
Okay. Let's begin initiative. Funny enough, Roaring Bear, you are first. What do you do? Actually, you're not first. I'm sorry. Lorelai, you were holding an action. I apologize.
Yes. It's okay.
You were holding an action, and actually, the entire party is surprised except Lorelai. I do need to mention that. So Roaring Bear would actually not be going this turn. So Lorelai, what are you doing?
So Lorelai's
You were holding an action.
Lorelai's playing her flute, just watching very closely. She sees this happen, and after a moment of shock, she screams from the top of her lungs, and as she does, a white-hot blue flame shoots from the sky towards this mass of larvae. And with that, I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Now, are you casting it upon Revenir, or are you casting it upon the crawly larva monster that is now Grevir?
The larva monster!
The larva monster. I'm just making sure, because they're basically two different piles of larvae at this point right now.
Oh, rip.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
the big bad boy.
All right.
A 9.
A 9? Oh no. That That does not hit.
No, it doesn't. It was dramatic though.
So you send Well, if I'm not mistaken, you have more than one.
Not at this level.
Not
Oh,
yet.
not at this level. We're too low. No, you don't. That's terrible. That is awful. You send it out with a scream, but you're so mortified and distracted by what's just happened that your blast goes wide, and that will end your held action. Which is going to lead us to the Undercity Guard over here. This guard is going to move. He's going to run around this rock over here. Run up to Praeria. Praeria, you see this. He just kind of pulls out he pulls out, you see him whip out this scimitar from behind his back. And he kind of like pulls it around himself. He's going to attempt to slash at you. And he curses it under his breath in a language that you don't understand.
Cool.
Yeah. Right.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Guess we know what side the guards are on now.
That's gonna be an 8 to hit. I'm definitely sure
Doesn't
that.
hit.
Yeah, I figured that didn't hit.
Yeah.
All right, that is gonna end your turn. Skipping over Finn because Finn is surprised. And Lorelai, it is now your turn. You are not surprised.
Yes. So she quickly gets up. After her total failure of an attack, she will move forward just enough. Just enough. No big deal. Run up next to Uramir. But before she leaves, she continues playing her flute and gives Finnalai a bit of inspiration.
How do you inspire Finnalai?
Oh, she plays her little flute. She goes, "Do something!" and runs away.
It's fine.
All right, so Finn is now inspired,
Somehow.
and that ends your turn, I'm guessing.
No, I still have an action.
Oh yeah, that's right, because it's a bonus action. You are correct. You inspired Finn.
I inspire Finn, I run away, and then I start whispering under my breath in infernal, just horrible, terrible things about how ugly these little wormies are, and to get away from my metaphorical mom. And I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
And who are you casting this upon?
Lauren!
Your metaphorical mom?
No! The horde!
Oh, I'm sorry. You said your metaphorical mom. I was like, who's your metaphorical mom?
No! I'm telling them to get away from my metaphorical mom.
Oh, okay. On the swarm that's swarming Revenir. Ah, okay. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Roll to hit.
Yes. Oh, I don't think
no, it's a save. You're right. It's a save. Save me.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna do our saving throw. Let's see. That's a 10.
That does not save.
Does not save?
No.
All right. Ooh, that's some good damage.
19!
19 damage. And this is psychic damage. Oof.
Uramir, you can hear her. She's just like,
Alright.
in a language you don't understand. It's really scary.
You all those of you who are no longer surprised after your turn, which aren't many of you, you all see Lorelai begin, like, there's like an echo of whispers, like, and it just echoes all around you and you see this you see the larva on Revenir just begin to kind of expand and contract very rapidly, and they just start exploding. They just start exploding all over.
I would understand you.
Yeah, you would understand. So yeah, I'm basically saying like, your mother's so like stupid stuff.
So you all see like a whole bunch of these just larvae just begin to explode, and this black ichor goo just is left behind and is just coating Revenir's body. There are very few left on her. That was amazing damage. So you can see she's basically covered in this black ichor, and she's kind of like, you can see her writhing underneath now. Before you couldn't even see her face, and you can see her writhing. Her eyes are closed, and she's just writhing in agony. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
It also has to move away from her using its own reaction.
Ooh.
As far as its
forgot
movements
about
to be
that.
well allowed.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm surprised. So
I'll
I don't
say
do
this
anything.
is the larva swarm. It has to move as far away as it possibly can
From Lorelei.
from Lorelei, which would be diagonally this way. Actually, on top of her would probably be this way, which would be next to Samson. So you see what's left on Revenir like crawl off of her body. What's left. And it'll stop because it does not have a lot of movement speed. It'll stop right next to Samson. So, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Right. Next in line, gonna be our other city guard, Samson. You hear or you see, because you're facing this direction. You see another undercity guard. He just kind of like flips back his hood. You see this blonde hair, and he pulls out his scimitar and kind of swings it out in front of his face, and he runs at you like almost Naruto style with his scimitar. He is going to attempt to take an attack against you.
Rude.
That is a natural 20.
That
Nat 20!
Cutting
That'll
words? Cutting words?
You already used... Wait, no, that's a reaction.
Cutting words?
Yeah, I guess you could use cutting words. Yeah,
Okay.
you could.
Fine.
So it's... Go ahead and roll your bardic inspiration.
But okay, so when we use it, okay, got it. I've never done this before. I'm scared.
So you would roll a... I'm sorry. You're gonna... Yeah, there you go. So that basically takes it from being a nat 20 to a 17, which still hits,
17 does it.
but it's not a nat 20. So with that, what do you say with your cutting words?
I can't swear.
Let it happen. Just let it happen.
No. She's still saying things in infernal. So now only Uramir and Samson can hear.
Okay.
What did he do to attack? Did he just run up and...
He was running up and he pulled it across his face and he's just about to try to slice at Samson's chest.
So she says, "Not today!"
Not today, Satan!
Yes. That's what she said.
She says, "Not today, Mother Vera." Alright. So instead of a crit, that's gonna be 4 damage to you, Samson. And he comes up and he sees Lorelei and like he gets distracted for just a second as she catches his attention, and you start to dodge out. You don't quite dodge out as much, which would have been a very sharp cut right through like your rib cage, but she was able to distract him to where it more was just like a slice to your shoulder blade instead.
Oh, it hurts so bad. Why?
All right, that's gonna end his turn. All right, Praeria. You hear running footsteps, and then appearing.
Why?
Appearing over here. You see a cloaked individual. You see invisibility fade away, and you see this cloaked individual throw back their hood, and they just kind of like cross their fingers, and you see magic begin to erupt from their fingertips.
Is it friendly magic?
Is it friendly magic?
Never is.
Roll an investigation check. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was gonna. Okay.
I'm just, yeah, no.
Very gullible.
It is going to cast Command.
Interesting.
Unkind.
You are not my friend.
It's a wisdom save, please.
Okay. Yes,
Sorry, I was looking for the save, it wasn't boldened. So you see he begins to whisper, and he goes, "Listen to me, little birdie."
Yeah. Okay, that's a 14.
14? I think that saves. It does save.
Yes.
It does save.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he goes,
That's how I
"Listen,
hear.
listen to me, little birdie." And you hear these words, and like you resist, and you just kind of look back at him, and you resist the spell.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay.
And that
Okay,
will,
that's fun. That's a fun thing that's just happened.
and that will end. That will end his turn. All right. Skipping over Ermir. And just to make sure y'all can see, Prairie, you can see him, right? He did pop up for you on Foundry. This is the first time I've ever used invisibility. No?
I think. Wait. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Sweet. Okay. Next in line, some more footsteps ruffle across the grasses in front of you all. You hear this
back
movement.
Up this dude have?
He brought the whole squad with him.
Yeah.
And another one appears here. It's going to look at Roaring Bear. This one, female, pulls off her hood, and she's just like giggling to herself. And she goes, "You should have known better." And she's just gonna giggle. It's gonna look at Roaring Bear, and she's going to cast Old Person. That is gonna be a wisdom save from you, Roaring Bear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's gonna say, "You should stay very, very still."
It's a 15.
That saves. That saves.
In front of me. How interesting.
Not in front of you, but near you. See, they appeared. They appeared on the screen. They have come to kill you. Yes. That's gonna end their turn. Samson. Over to your right, you hear some footsteps.
I don't think so.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of busy. I don't know what I hear.
If he doesn't hear it, it doesn't happen. Those are the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You hear them run and get closer and closer and closer. It's a very hurried pace. And you see right in front of you, you see another individual appear. They pull back their hood and they just smile at you, and he's just going to reach out and he's just going to caress your cheek, or attempt to cast inflict wounds. You see this necrotic-y energy kind of erupt from his fingertips as he reaches out to touch you on the nose.
Inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds. The 15 hit?
A 15 does hit, yes.
He reaches out, and you see this necrotic energy seeping from his eyes into his fingertips, and he just caresses your cheek, and you feel this searing, burning pain, like cross your cheek down into your neck and into your heart and lungs, and it just sears you.
Oof.
Eight damage.
Oof. It hurts so bad. Not nice. Everything's fine. I don't need a medic. Wait.
Just eat Goodberry, you'll be fine.
You don't know me like that, okay? That's for sustenance.
Just for sustenance. Alright. The last Undercity Guard in this round is going to turn towards you, Samson. That's your closest. And pulls
What do I
out
do to these people?
his
Despair is no
scimitar. Siding up next to his comrade, and he's going to say, "Blade likes the slit. Blade loves the slit." And he's going to make an attack against you with his scimitar.
Oof.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay. That is 4 slashing damage. As he comes across and he slits with his blade. And he smiles at you as he does so. The last one in our initiative, the remnants of Grevir. You see, like, as it moves, his arms are kind of very almost like rubber. The joints are no longer. His neck, moves in an unnatural way as it bends and curves, almost squid-like, and you see all of these larvae kind of fall off of him as he moves. And he's gonna move over to Lorelei. Excuse me, still have a little bit left of that cold. He is going to make 2 2 attacks against you, Lorelai.
Oh, as this thing leaves my melee range, can I take an attack of opportunity
You sure can.
with the daggers? That's not gonna hit, probably. That's a 10.
It does hit.
Oh!
It does
hey.
hit.
Good to know. That is going to be a total of 5 damage.
Okay. You slice at some of the larva, and as you slice at it, like a chunk of it falls off, and parts of the larva that you sliced into just kind of like wriggle and writhe, like. Something more like a squirrel, but you know. So it's gonna move past, and it's gonna attempt to attack Lorelai. It's gonna make 2 claw attacks against her. You see these long bones come out where its fingernails would be, where his fingers are gone, and all that's left is the bone.
Yeah.
He's going to attempt to attack you. That is a 20.
What do you mean?
Let me make sure.
What are you doing, Lauren? Jesus.
It's not a nat 20. It's not a nat 20. It's not a nat 20. I just want to make sure y'all are aware of that.
Yes.
It's not a nat
Welcome
20.
to the slaughter of Fate's End.
Let me make sure that that didn't sound
Start
correct.
praying.
You
I
got
hope you've enjoyed us so far, because this is it.
No, that is correct. I rolled really high. I was making sure that
This is fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
So the first attack hits, second attack.
Look, they had us
Oh
in the
my
first
god,
half.
I'm sorry. I'm just rolling really well.
Well, stop.
I rolled
quit.
that's a 23 to hit.
Stop.
I rolled I'm sorry.
Come at me.
I'm sorry.
I'll start sending Snonk to fetch the Sparrowhawks.
That's gonna be. Oh shit. That's gonna be 25.
Total?
That can't be right.
25?
Hold
Like
on.
points of damage?
Let me make sure. That doesn't sound right. Hold on.
There's like, oh,
That's
As
a
it
lot of
swarms
damage.
over Lord. Oh no. They had us in the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
there's this blood and ichor and larvae are
Okay.
flying. He's like, "Stop, you
I think I
killed
rolled.
this
I rolled
dog."
some extra dice. I do apologize.
I can't see your rolls because you're rolling them privately.
Well, the audience. I know the audience can.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. Let me redo that real quick. I apologize. I thought it would automatically calculate it, and it didn't.
She comes back, it's like 32.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 12.
Okay.
12.
Party will accept this.
So you see these bone claws slash at you, and cut across your chest and your face, and you just hear these writhing, squirming, slurping sound as the larva kind of move along the neck and the face as it attacks you. And that is the end of the surprise round. Roaring Bear, it is now your turn.
Excellent. I know exactly what I'm doing. So I've been facing the other way practically this entire time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
but I am aware that.
Oh, you are
crap
aware
is going
stuff. You're
down.
aware the shit is going down. Yes, you hear it all.
And
You heard Lorelai scream.
he has been waiting for this. So he draws in his breath and his chest expands a lot. As he reaches down, his crossed arms are inches away from his hand axes as he draws them both. And he turns and his eyes are blazing. He knew this was happening. And he sees this person who tried to coerce him with magic, and he's felt this before. And his fury is unbridled and focused as he lops off at a fairly, kind of slow pace. It's really intimidating because he's kind of loping
It's
along
like
the ground.
Horror movie pace, where like you're trying to get away, but
And as he draws both weapons and shifts them into his grip, he will enter rage, and he's going to recklessly attack with his hand axe this Undercity fanatic that's right there.
you're gonna throw him.
I'm gonna throw one of them. And that's work. Attack with advantage. Ouch.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy.
Yo, we are
Don't
doing
hit.
great.
You throw your axe, and it misses and goes off. And the girl just kind of looks at you and she giggles again, and she just goes, she puts her hood back on and she goes like this. She just kind of twiddles her fingers like tauntingly as you miss her.
And his eyes will narrow as he reaches into his belt and pulls out his much bigger maul.
Does that end your
You
turn?
wait till I get my hands around your neck.
She just
She might like that.
gives you a little air kiss.
Sure, you don't know her. I'm like,
Psychotically. All right, does that end your turn?
That does.
All right. Back to the guard over by Praeria. Praeria, you see this individual in front of you. They've just revealed themselves. They've made an attack against you, and they're gonna do it again. He kind of like swerves to the left, kind of jutting out his elbow, and comes back in a stance where his blade comes back behind him, behind his back, and then he flings out forward once again, kind of over his head in a swooping motion, and attempts to slice you across the chest once more.
Cool.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, nope, that's not correct, sorry. That is gonna be... Ooh.
No, don't move. No, put that back.
Six slashing damage is gonna come across your chest, and as he's just gonna hiss like a snake as he does so, and like kind of hold his fingers out with his blade to the side, and he's just gonna kind of run his fingers across the blade with the blood and just kind of like look at it for a second as he whirls back for another attack. And that
What
will
is
end.
wrong with you?
And that will end. They're crazy. And that will end his turn. He does so. Finn, it is now your turn. You've been surprised. You're seeing all this shit go down. What are you thinking? What's happening here?
I'm so freaked out. Okay. Finn sees all the bloodshed happening around him. Oh god. Okay, where to start? So he's looking just back forth at everybody. Does he see Samson? Does Samson look like he's bleeding out of every...
You see Samson, and he's covered in blood.
Okay, so Finn's just going to be like, okay, all right, I have to do something. Lorelai said I have to do something. All right, so he looks at Samson and he whispers something under his breath and casts healing word. Okay. And then does the inspiration give me like a +4 as well, or how does that work?
So the way her inspiration works, it does not do that. That would be on a roll to hit. Like if you rolled like a 10 and you wanted to try to roll, I think you have a D4 right now, or is it a D6?
It's a D4. The healing is.
No,
so...
no. I mean like for Lorelai, your inspiration is a D4 right now, right? Or is it a D6?
Six.
It's a
Should be
6?
D6.
Okay. So like if you attempted to attack something and you rolled a 10 and you were like that's probably not gonna hit, I would like to use my inspiration, and you can add that roll to your hit.
Does it stay around for a while, or is it just this round?
It stays
10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Okay, and that's my bonus action. So Finn is going to probably run forward because he's stupid. And just Revenir, and he's gonna try and see if how she looks. He's going to try and assess her and see if she's looking dead or unconscious, still alive.
Okay.
He's gonna drop to his knees, and since all the maggots are pretty much off her.
That's your gonna be action. So you run over to her, you kneel down. She is covered in this black ichor sludge, the same sludge that you saw in Crick's vial that he had. It's just kind of like all over her face, but it's not thick. It's like grease paint almost, where they're like it's the kind of thing where you had a little bit, it would smear a lot. And it's just kind of covering her. You see the leftover maggots kind of that had exploded. Parts of them are still wiggling, and like when you cut off an octopus's leg, and it's still moving around her body. She is unconscious, and her eyes are closed, and she's just kind of like
But there is a heartbeat.
But she's breathing. But she looks like she's writhing. Almost like she's in like a sleep, in a sense.
Okay. And that was my action, correct?
Yes, to assess
Okay.
her essentially.
Yes.
How much did you heal me for?
Yeah, did you roll that?
Oh. Let's see. 8.
Yay!
Oh, well, you got a 4! Yay! Nice, that's a good roll.
I have never felt better.
Give a thumbs up to Samson.
Yeah.
All right, that ends your turn,
I think so.
Lorelai.
I'm next.
Lorelai is not afraid at all. She's staring down the face of whatever Grevir has become. She draws her sword and she attempts to plunge it into. Is it like still his form?
It's basically it's still a humanistic form, but there are a whole bunch of like larvae clasping onto the skeleton and what flesh remains. There are parts of the rib cage that you can see where one side is just completely like broken and torn out, and like the parts of the ribs are kind of like moving loosely within it as the larva kind of crisscross within it. But it's within a humanoid form, but the structure is basically the bone structure is basically keeping this all together.
Okay, yeah, she is going to plunge her rapier into it and at the same time cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
And that is 16 to hit.
That hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You plunge your sword into the rib cage, and you kind of like shimmy it up and down a little bit, and you see like some of the organ. You can feel like the resistance of whatever organs are left in there, or maybe you're cutting into some of the larvae that are within the rib cage, and you hear like the squealing and the as the larvae take some of the larvae take on that damage from your blow.
I love that noise.
That's the noise I want to be lullabied to at night with my demon mummy.
And then I think as she plunges her sword in, kind of gets stuck in those larva/organs. She's not sure. So as she withdraws it, she stumbles backward just a little bit.
Okay. That's gonna bring on an opportunity attack.
Yes.
Do. It's jeez, I am rolling so well.
Natural
That is-
25.
No, that's a 21 to hit. I know that hits.
Okay. Don't worry, I have a plan.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, were you gonna do something?
Well, yeah, I'm standing right
You're
next
not
to you.
communicating. We're metagaming, are we?
I don't know. What do we do?
No. Well, Urimir seeing the remnants of Grevir try to take this attack, he sends Umber to fly in between him and Lorelei and impose disadvantage on the attack.
That's a
Aw.
reaction?
Yes.
Well, that's
Is a
nice.
reaction. Alright,
So this mechanical monstrosity is just kind of flapping its wings all in front of his face and just causing a
does
general
Umber
disturbance.
have his own initiative?
He shares my initiative.
Okay. We are gonna use Volpa's little tick to represent Umber.
Okay.
Since I
Fox
didn't put together a token for that. I didn't even think about that. But there, we're gonna use that will be Umber for now.
But you
And
look
that's
like a
gonna-
fox.
That's gonna impose disadvantage on the attack.
Yes.
Okay, so I will roll for that attack once more. Your Umber flies, swoops in, and just kind of like tries to like open its wings to prevent the attack. Oh my god,
Oh, wow.
that's a 23.
So it still hits.
It still is. I'm sorry. Like that is what I'm rolling, man.
Not sorry.
Never apologize for
I'm
rolling.
sorry,
well.
man. Why? I want you guys to succeed. So unfortunately, it does miss. And the attack comes through. Oh crap! I forgot it rolls. It doesn't roll the right dice.
Yay.
There we go. That is 5 slashing damage.
Okay. As that happens, it's a claw attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as the claws dig into her again, she screams, and obviously, because it hurts. But
Sure doesn't tickle.
these blue flames, the same, similar to the blast that came from the sky before, leap from her wounds and surround Grevir's swarm. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 2.
Well, that's not
Awesome.
gonna save.
That is a 2.
Okay. That's gonna be 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. So these flames encircle this larva monster. That is the remnants of Grevir, and you see the flames kind of like the larva. Some of them begin to sizzle and like pop as the heat like makes them expand rapidly, and you start to smell this like burning tar-like scent as it takes this damage.
Urmir kind of side-eyes Lorelei, because first she was speaking Infernal, and now she's doing Hellish Rebuke. That's another thing that he can do, so he recognizes it. There's a lot going on though, so he'll just put that in the back of his mind for now.
Demon friend.
All right, that will end your turn, Lorelei. Or no, that was a reaction.
Yes,
No,
that's
yeah,
it.
that would end your turn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Samson.
It's now my turn. Okay, so I'm going to immediately like turn around and kind of like start to kind of flip around, and I call out to the gods and my patron and all that kind of fun stuff, and I summon this a large, like 15-foot tall, ethereal orange grizzly bear, and I place it right here on top of Finn in a 30-foot radius. And as it lands, the entire party feels more or less invigorated by its presence as this thing starts to roar above everything. Everyone in the radius of my choosing, which is all of us, except for all the baddies, get 7 temporary hit points.
Well, everyone but Roaring Bear.
Everybody but Roaring Bear.
How ironic.
Yeah, we have 2 Roaring Bears now.
You all get 7 temporary hit points on top of whatever you have now.
Nice.
And it does take you above your max if you need to. And then I will do that and summon it, and then I will also shape into a blink dog, and I will turn ferociously towards all of these things that are around me, and just like, and that'll end my turn. Actually, I will. Yeah, I'll chill right there, and just. I will actually blink, and I will. I'll just teleport to the other side of this guard, so I'm not like in their area or whatever. And then that was my turn.
Okay. All right. So at the end of your turn, the next person in our initiative is Prayaria.
Who is having just a marvelous time, would like to thank everyone for making this possible. So she's gonna come at homeboy right in front of her with her staff.
Okay.
Do the thing. Okay.
Oh God,
That's an 11.
the dice hate you guys tonight.
They want us to die.
That does not hit. I'm
Excellent,
sorry.
excellent.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so our bonus action, I guess I'm gonna use my hidden step and turn invisible.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm just gonna back up to about
Turn you invisible.
here.
Nobody knows where you are now.
I don't know where I am now. My screen is black.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, and can I move also, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're using your bonus. Well, you're using your bonus action to phase step. You're now invisible. They do get an opportunity attack against you for moving away, but it's with disadvantage. So he's gonna take that at disadvantage.
Out here.
That is a 9.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Suck it.
He sees you turn invisible,
cat
immediately
myth.
tries to slice at you, and but you move away and avoid his opportunity attack. You may move where you would like to go. You have not already.
Immediately feel better being out of their creepy range. And that's gonna end my turn.
All right. Funny enough, it is this Undercity guard down here. His turn. He he is going to turn to the now Blink dog, and he's gonna say, "Come here, my little poochie," and he's gonna make an attack against Samson.
Who? This dude right here?
The one right next to you.
Rude.
Come here, poochie, poochie, poochie. That is a 15.
That hits.
Hits. Just
As it hits me, I will look back at it and sting it with the orangest of eyes that a blink dog could have, and just immolate it. I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
You needed to make a dexterity save?
Yeah, it's gotta make a dex save now.
I already rolled damage.
It has to.
Let's see. Dex save. What is happening? Do you want to narrate that for me? So I can...
My eyes turn orange and I light it with orange fire from
Okay.
anger and
From
hate.
Anger, hate, and fury.
Yes.
Alright, that is a natural 1.
It takes 16 points of fire damage.
God.
Alright, you still take the damage because you're reacting to the damage, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You take 7 points of slashing damage. He immediately dies.
I burn it to flames with a look.
He immediately dies. As your gaze incinerates him, and you see, like, I guess, like, he just incinerates from the inside out, and, like, that golden orange glow makes its way up to his eyes, and it kind of blackens around the outer eyebrow, and then he just kind of, like, falls to his knees, and then falls dead to the floor.
I put both my front paws on his barbecued body, and then I just stare down at the other two, bar my teeth.
Yes. Love it. Alright. That was beautiful. Thank you for that. Barbecue. Let's see. Where's my boy at? Oh, he's over here. Okay. This fanatic is going to move. I'm gonna approach you, Prayaria. Oh wait, no, he doesn't
Can't
see
see
you.
me.
That's right, he doesn't see you. He's going to move. Move closer. And he is going to make an attack against. Lorelai. Who's rolling? You're gonna see him. He is going to cross his fingers and begin to cast a spell. And he's going to say, "Have you ever felt light burn?" He's going to attempt to send out a sacred flame against you, Lorelai. That is a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 13.
That saves, I believe. does save.
Yay!
You save from the spell, and he just kind of like glares at you.
And I say, I already have.
All right. He is pissed and angry, and he glares at you. Kind of spits to the side. Ermir, it is your turn.
All right. Uramir is going to he's gonna go fumbling around in his bag, and he's gonna pull out a small like a screw, like one of those really thick metal screws, and he's going to place it into his metal hand, and he's going to cast a catapult and just kind of huck it at the remains of Grevir over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need I believe it's a dex save.
Okay. He's great at these.
Don't tell me that.
No, he's not. That's gonna be, I mean, if I wasn't rolling so great, that's gonna be a 16.
Oh, well, that's gonna save.
Well, it continues on a line, so it should be the next guard too, right?
It does.
Oh, the one behind it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it travels in a
Continues.
straight line until it hits something, yeah.
All right. We'll make a dex save for him as well, as you send this catapult forward. That is a 12.
And that is a fail.
Ooh. So
Awesome.
what does this look like as this ball of catapulting?
So yeah,
Is it like a conglomeration of like silverware kind of melted together, or
yeah, it's like a metal ball. It's got silverware and like screws and nuts and bolts all into it, and like his hand kind of grips it really hard as he reaches back, and then like as he throws it, it kind of pops out to give it a little extra speed and goes flying, I guess through Grevir, through the maggots, and just smacks the other guy behind him.
smacks the guy behind him? How much
Yeah.
damage are we doing?
That is 3 die 8. Let me roll that. It's gonna be 9 points of damage.
9?
Yes.
You send this catapult ball back, and it hits so hard that his head like snaps backwards, and like his eyes just like go blood red, and he drops to his knees. And
Awesome.
he is now dead.
Seeing that, we're just gonna nod to himself. Kind of crack his knuckles. Then, as a bonus action, he is going to order Umber to attack the remnants of Grevir.
Okay.
So roll for that. I don't see how you. I'll just roll a 20 and add the bonuses because I don't see how it. Where I can roll for it on the sheet. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Nice. So that is a 13, and he has a +6 to hit. So 19 total.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Fantastic. Awesome. And it's D8 +4 for the damage. So he takes 10 points of damage.
10?
Yes. As
Alright.
yeah, Umber just kind of uses his silverware claws and his claws and feet, and just starts tearing away at the mound of larva and ichor.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right, is that end your turn?
Then I'm gonna take a step back as well to like here with Lorelei, just to create a little bit of distance between me and that creature.
Okay. All right, and it will not take an opportunity attack because it already took that on Lorelei this round.
Yep.
All right.
And I will end my turn.
Oops. That'll lead us to my boy right over here, next to Samson.
We got this, guys.
You'll see again. You'll see him just kind of turn around, and he's just going to. You're gonna see him just kind of like, shh, shh. It'll only hurt for a little bit. He's going to reach out in attempts to touch you once more, and you'll see that same darkness come out of his eyes as his fingertips kind of crackle with this necrotic energy, and the black veins form around the sides of his cheeks. He's going to attempt to inflict wounds upon you once more.
Unkind.
That is that was almost a 19. A 12 to hit?
Well, misses.
Awesome.
Lucky for you. And you, being a blink dog, being very dexterous, you just kind of like,
I just disappear for a second.
you just
and then
kind
he
of
comes
like,
back.
fade in and fade out maybe for a moment as you continue to bare your teeth at this fanatic. That will end his turn. All right. Frustrated, Roaring Bear, by your not being able to cooperate with the spell that this fanatic has attempted to display upon you. It will attempt to once more cast Hold Person upon you. Actually, no. Nope, it's gonna cast Hold Person. Yep, it's gonna do that. Wisdom save for me, please.
You can do it, RB.
You'll feel your muscles begin to tense up for a moment as the spell is attempted.
19.
19.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm so proud of you.
Nice. Your muscles start to tense up, and you can feel your fingertips getting really tense and stiff. But like you just kind of like crack your neck, and you just kind of like shrug it off, and you look at this guy or this girl, and she's just like, And that will end her turn. She furiously stamps her feet almost like a toddler. Right. This Undercity Guard over here is going to run back and go into flank Finnalai. He's going to run up behind you with his scimitar behind his back, and he's going to attempt to come over the top on your back as you're kneeling down next to Revenir Thorn. Is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Oh.
That is 7 slashing damage.
Alright.
He's gonna come across your back and just like from the nape of the back of your neck down to your tailbone, slice right down your back. As he does so.
All the temporary hit points from the bear are just gone.
The remnants of Grevir are going to make an attack against. It's gonna pull. You'll see the bones of the fingertips kind of retract once more out of these squirming maggots and larvae as it gears up for claws attacks. It's gonna take. We'll do one at a time here. It's gonna take one against you, Finnalai. which is an 8 to hit on the first one.
Miss.
Awesome.
It's gonna take another attack with its claws against you. That's a 22.
Hit.
Let's see. I only rolled 1. Well, that was a 1 for the first die of damage, so you're lucky there. And a 5, so that's 6. 6 slashing damage. You'll also see one of the worms launch itself off of the remnants of Grevir, and it's going to leap off of it against you. Make a dexterity saving throw, Finn.
No.
Oh crap.
Okay. I can do this.
We believe in you.
Oh,
Hey.
wait. Okay. That is a 9.
That is a fail. You see this larva launch itself off of the body of the remnants of Grevir. It lands on your wrist next to your beautiful, I'm guessing it may be a snake at this moment, moving tattoo. And you see in horror as the larva begins to burrow under your skin.
Yeah.
No.
Great. It's so gross.
And I don't believe it is yet. Let me see.
Oh man.
Yes, so it's starting to burrow underneath your skin.
Okay.
So it's starting to. When we get to your turn, we can deal with that wonderful new
I mean,
New
you just gotta
thing.
cut the whole arm off at this point.
I could be like Ermir.
Yeah.
and it begins to burrow
I know how to deal with
underneath
that.
your skin.
How is the
Alright.
tattoo reacting to this? Is it moving away?
Well, it's a constellation, so it's
Oh,
he
okay.
changed from a snake, but I don't know. It's obviously messing up my beautiful design.
Mm.
Oh no.
Alright. And that will end its turn. Roaring Bear. It is your turn. Top of
And
the
our
round.
beastie. Let's get it.
Roaring Bear stares down this fanatic. Started to pull his maul, but he glances to his left and sees what's going on over there and says, "You might want to run now." As he puts the maul back and draws his dagger in its place, and he begins moving in this direction.
Okay.
And he will get to there, and he will throw his hand axe and then his dagger into Grevir with a 2-weapon fighting, because they both are melee but have the thrown property.
Into Grevir. Do you have the reach?
They're both thrown.
Oh, they're thrown. Okay. Gotcha.
And he will continue to attack recklessly, because that's what he does. Did not like missing. So, do a hand axe first.
Daggum.
It's a 12 hit.
It does hit. Those are
Awesome.
terrible rolls, though.
Yes.
Had a
We
higher
just need
AC.
good enough.
Yeah, a higher AC, that'd be rough.
Does a 15 hit.
Does hit.
Okay. That's 8 from the, well, more than 8 from the hand axe. Let me confirm that. No, it is 8 from the hand axe.
8 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then another 4 from the dagger.
Okay. As you slice into Grevir's remnants, and more black kind of pustule just begins to smear, and you hear the God, that sounds like a mouse. I'm sorry.
Reminds me of Oogie Boogie. From,
I know. Of these insects just kind of like writhing in pain, and as you hit it, of course, they almost in tandem and sync in that hive mind, writhe in pain together as you do so.
With this concluded, he reaches both hands down and picks up his maul as he prepares to lunge into the melee.
Okay. Lunge into the melee. What does that mean exactly?
He'll get there next turn.
Roaring Bear Smash.
Roaring Bear Smash. All right.
Like he's kind of like down kind of in a 3-point stance as he.
Gotcha. All right, that ends your turn.
Yes.
In. How we doing, buddy?
Not so good. So what are we doing to get this thing out?
Okay, so now that it is latched onto your skin, you sorry, you can kill it, but you have to use an action to scrape it off.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I guess I probably should. I don't want to be undead. Yeah, all right. So he's gonna twist around on his back. He's still kind of like on top of Revenier's body, but he's got two people hovering above him, and he reaches down to try and scrape it out.
Claw
Is
it
that what
off?
he's doing?
Okay. So you just use an action. You just use your action. I mean, it's attached to you. It'd be like grappling. Like, obviously, it's not a roll to hit. So you use your action to just kind of like claw into your skin, and you pull and rip. And it begins to wriggle and writhe and attempts to burrow, and you rip it off. And I guess you just kind of throw it.
Yeah, throw it any which way.
Okay.
Yeet, not backwards. We're standing back there.
Okay.
Somewhere that's not.
Throw it at the
Right
guard.
there.
All right. Bonus.
I'll throw it at the guard. That's in his face.
That's your action. Bonus action.
Bonus action, he's going to hear Lorelei screaming from over nearby, and he's going to cast Sanctuary over
Okay. All right. Nice.
at her.
What does this look like?
So he turns his head and he kind of sees Lorelei past the people hovering above him and the maggots, and he's going to try and cast like a globe of light around her that hopefully wards off people
Okay.
nearby her.
Anyone who attempts to attack. All right. All right. And that was bonus action.
Yes.
All right. And you're gonna stay where you are.
Yeah, he's just hovering over Revenier's body.
Okay. Lorelei.
Okay. So she's going to give a little nod to Finnalai, and whip out her health potion and down it.
All right.
How much do I roll?
For a health potion. Oh, geez.
Yeah, I don't have it in my inventory.
2d4 plus 2.
I was gonna look it up, and I knew Daniel. Daniel knows that stuff like the back of his hand. That's a really good roll.
Yay!
That's a really good roll.
Okay, and then Five. Nah, Lorelai's gonna stay where she is for now.
All
She's
right.
gonna hunker down behind Umber.
All right. End your turn.
Yes.
All right, Samson.
Okay, I'm gonna bite him, and so I'm gonna go up to this one who keeps trying to touch me vigorously and inflict wounds. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to try to
knock them prone. So I want to hit them and knock them to the ground and like get on top with my giant blink dog body and make it so that they can't like continue to cast spells at me. That's what I want to try to do.
Okay. I believe that's opposing strength checks, I believe, maybe?
Yes, which I had advantage on because of the big bear man.
Strength checks.
Thank goodness, 'cause I rolled a natural 1. But that is a total of a 14.
An 18.
Lame. So in that case, I'm just gonna as I try to do that, I'm gonna end up on the other side of them, and I'm just gonna be ferocious and in my turn.
Question to you, Mr. Samson.
Yeah,
I've entered the bear's area. Does anything happen?
you get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws,
Okay,
but you must be present to receive the temporary hit points.
got it. So it doesn't do anything for me.
Strength checks and strength saving throws. That's something, man.
And then
He already gets those since he's raging, right?
He just gets a bonus. I don't know. That ends my turn.
All right, that ends your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Praeria. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah, it is your turn.
Yes.
It was weird. It like skipped over you.
I'm invisible, even the game can't see me.
Even the game can't see you. It's like she's not there. She must not have a turn.
So I'm going to come at this fanatic with my short sword.
Okay.
And as I become visible, he just hears, "Hello, little bird."
Ooh, with the comeback! I love it. Roll with advantage.
Heck yeah. Sweet. It's a 25.
That definitely hits.
Yes.
Make you visible again. Come back into visibility. That definitely hits.
Where's the option to roll mine? Damage. Okay. Okay, so that's maybe 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Do you have
I
sneak?
get bonus from.
Go ahead, Davis.
Sorry, what?
Do you have sneak attack?
I do, yes.
That's an extra. I think it's a D6, but I'm not looking at your sheet right now.
Could be 2.
Yeah, it's 2d6.
2d6. An extra 2d6.
Ooh, with
Double
sixes.
6s!
Yay!
Dadgum!
Max damage.
That's 19 total damage.
Teach you to give me creepy nicknames I didn't ask for.
That's amazing. You bamf out of nowhere. You come back into existence and you pull out your short sword and you say hello, little birdie, like salty as and you come back around and you slice against him. He's taken by surprise and he's like ah! And he takes the
I love
slices.
this song.
He takes the slices against him, and he kind of stumbles back, and he just kind of spits the blood, and you can see some teeth that have kind of been locked loose from him biting his lip from the surprise, and he's pissed. But yes, amazing. Is there anything else? Anything? I think bonus action. No, you already.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good. All right, that's gonna end your turn. Now it's his turn. Wait. Yep, it's his turn. He is pissed. He spits the blood, and And he goes, he conjures magic within his hands. And he says, funny joke, but let's see if you can bleed. And he's going to kind of like swirl his hands, and this necrotic energy is going to start crackling. You'll see the blackness kind of seeping from his eyes, and he's going to reach out and he's going to attempt to inflict wounds upon you.
Interesting. What saving throw is that?
It is a roll to hit.
Oh, roll to hit.
It's
Sweet.
melee for me, so. It was almost a 16. 12?
Nope.
12?
Just miss it.
12 does not hit. He tries to touch you with his black necrotic energy, and you just kind of, I'm guessing you kind of maybe like swish back and cross your arms with your short sword and dodge it. And do you say anything in this trash talking beautiful thing that we got going on here? Do you say anything in rebuttal to that?
What would I say? See if you can bleed. Like, well, I don't know about bleeding, but let's see if you can actually hit something.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And that will end his turn. Uramir.
Uramir is going to, well, catapult thing seemed to work pretty well last time. He's gonna take another shot at Grevir. He pulls out another like massive, or not massive, but like another little amalgamation of tools and different metals and stuff, and he's gonna launch it at him.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Oh wait, it's not an attack roll. It's a save. Sorry.
It's a save.
Yeah.
It's another attack. Another catapult.
Dex save.
Dex save. Dex save. So you attempt to send out this catapult of a conglomeration of metal once more, and that is a 5.
Oh, fantastic.
That is a 5.
Yeah, that's gonna fail.
I figured.
Alright, so that's 3d8. Awesome.
That's a lot. Good for you, man.
Yeah. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Yeah, this time it wasn't like solid. It was like he just like scoops a bunch of like random scraps out of his bag.
Okay.
And so as it catapults towards him, it kind of like scatters out like buckshot.
Okay. As you do, and it hits, and it takes out. You see, it takes out the rib cage that was kind of holding on. Half of the rib cage is just completely gone as it like blows through it like a cannon. And you hear this as it like writhes in agony with that blow.
Awesome.
And you
Now,
can
how
see,
much of it is left? How does it look?
You can see it. You can see if you hover over it.
Oh, badly injured. Okay, that's helpful. All right.
And you see like the hive mind of these larvae just kind of like they're getting very agitated and they're expanding and contracting much faster. Like a heartbeat that's beating really, 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 really fast.
Okay.
All right.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna send Umber at him again.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Wow.
Awesome. 2d8 plus 4. So 2d8 plus. Wait. Am I reading that right? On a 1d8 plus 4. So just double everything. Oh wow. Max damage too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's 16?
20. doubled to 40? Wait.
That's not right. No, you rolled.
No, that's not right. 8. Sorry. 8.
You rolled a d8 and you rolled an 8.
Yeah, so that's a 12 doubled to 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Fantastic.
It scrapes. You see. Is this a claw attack?
Yeah. It's a force-empowered rend is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, like, I'm just like fly straight through him almost. Like, he just goes straight.
Bombing.
Yeah, just dive bombs into him and just like
Flying.
leaves a big hole in the center of him, taking a bunch of the larva with him.
Nice.
It should be 8 doubled to 16 plus 4, so 20 total. 20 total.
So it wasn't 24.
20 even, yeah.
It was 20 even.
Oh, okay.
Let
So
me
you
give it
just the
back.
dice roll. Okay, 20 even.
Let me give him back a few points then.
Sorry, y'all, I'm doing this all manually.
It's okay.
You did great, buddy. No problem.
Is that in your turn?
Yes, it does.
All right. All right. Back to our fanatic down next to Samson. It is going to... It's going to once more frustrated, irritated with your lack of cooperation, being inflicted with wounds. He's going to look at you, and he's going to say, "I'm going to make your skin crawl next. You can only get lucky for so long, little doggy." He's going to attempt to inflict wounds once more upon you.
Unkind.
As a 21.
Well, that does hit. So the inflict wounds goes through Samson, and every single hair on this bleak dog's body just stands on its end, and he's got goosebumps as he takes all this damage.
That is 8
8.
necrotic damage.
I'm solid. Everything is fine.
Alright. That will end his turn. This guy is gonna move over here. He is going to attempt to conjure this green light, and flames just kind of dance along his fingertips or her fingertips for a moment. She's gonna say, "Bernie, Bernie, 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 Bernie," and she is going to send a sacred flame out at Roaring Bear. That is a dex save.
Can I see it?
No, you can't. So it would be with disadvantage because you're turned around.
Not how I expected that ruling to go.
How that what to go?
Not how I expected that ruling to go. I have danger sense.
Oh, you
but,
do? Oh, what does that mean?
I have an edge to dodge away from danger. I have advantage on dex saves against effects that I can see, including traps and spells. I can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
I would say you can't see it, so it would just be straight.
Straight. That's better than disadvantage. 10.
That is a fail. That is 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
Alright, that's gonna end her turn. Our last guard over here, who's just been kicking it this whole time, is going to make an attack against Finn, who is prone, so that's... I believe prone is advantage, right? Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong.
If they're melee on the ground.
Yep.
Who is this? The guard?
Yeah, the guard is going to make an attack against Finn, who is prone on the ground. Right?
Life's hard.
He, seeing Finn roll over on his back, he is going to come down with his blade once more and attack Finn. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, roll out of the way.
Cutting words.
Okay.
Ah!
Snap!
Nice.
So that's an 11 to hit.
Misses.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Lorla.
So what does the cutting words look like here?
Oh, she says, I said not today.
The guard looks like stops for a second and looks away as confused and distracted as he attempts to slice down and misses. As Finn dodges. All right. The remnants of Grevir, agitated and sludging profusely, is going to make an attack against Finn.
He is suffering from the effects of ancestral protectors.
What is that?
He has disadvantage on attack rolls against anyone but me, and anyone he attacks who isn't me has resistance to all of his damage.
Okay. He's going to take one attack against Finn, which is going to be normal roll because he's prone. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 10 damage. That's resistant to all damage, so that would be half. That's 5. And then turning, moving against. Let's see. Let me just see what we're gonna do here. It's gonna make an attack against Roaring Bear.
Who is Grevir?
Has a 21 to hit.
Does he move?
No, he doesn't need to.
If he's still within 5 feet of Umber there, I'm gonna use his reaction to give him disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 20.
20 will hit.
It's gonna be. Recognize pluses. It's going to be 8 slashing damage.
Slashing, I'm resistant to it. So as he slashes at me, it doesn't even appear to phase Roaring Bear. He doesn't blink, he doesn't wince.
Okay.
This is an opportunity for Roaring Bear because anyone who is attacking is now open.
And then you will also see a worm fly off of the body, and it's going to attempt to latch onto you. So that's a dex save.
Can I see it?
You see the worm? Yeah, you can see the worm.
Excellent. It's a 17.
That's a save, so you bap it with the back of your hand. You just backhand it, and it goes flying.
And PETA is now not a fan of our stream.
Peter's
Larvae aren't.
I don't know how they feel about the larvae. Just
I don't know. They get on to whatever.
all right.
I mean,
Roaring Bear, is now your turn.
and he smacks the worm and says, "This ends now." He jumps into like full double overhand jump smash as he again recklessly attacks, because what else would he do?
Okay. Reckless.
That's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
That is 15 damage.
How do you want to do this?
So as he powers off of the ground and wraps his hands around this maul and fully extend, like, because his body forms a C. He's a lot more limber than you would expect a guy like him to be. And then he torques it all down at once. Like his feet kick forward and like latch underneath of this thing's pelvis. And he heaves down with all of his force, crushing the skull into the vertebrae. Just crack, 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 crack. And slamming this entire rather brittle, rather weak amalgamate of form into the ground.
Nice. Does that end your turn?
Yes, that will end my turn. I should probably move over there.
Finn, is your turn.
All right. Will standing instigate a opportunity attack from Mr. Undercity Guard over here? Like getting up on his feet?
Will it instigate an attack?
Yeah.
No, you're not. As long as you don't move out of his range, it should.
Okay. Finn, upon seeing Roaring Bear do this amazing jump and smash into the larva, he's going to whip around to the Undercity Guard. Well, he's going to stand up and whip around to the Undercity Guard that keeps slashing at him. And he's going to narrow his eyes, and his eyes get a little more dark green as he mumbles something under his breath. It's like, sounds like a language that might be foreign to most people around him. And he's going to, hopefully, cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Is that a dex save or is it a roll to hit?
It is roll to hit.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, 19.
With this being a ranged attack, and you being right next to him, I think that's with disadvantage.
Okay. I'll roll again then. Do I just attack again and see?
Yeah, just attack again.
Oh, man! Okay, but I'd like to use my d6.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you still have your inspiration.
Okay. Yay! Okay, so 16. Yes.
That
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, Lorelai.
You remember
Alright.
that Lorelai had the most beautiful scream earlier.
And it inspired me.
And it inspired you to hit harder and more accurate.
All right. Oh, okay. So, this streak of black lightning just comes down and smashes into this Undercity guard as he utters those words under his breath for 17 points of damage.
17.
Yeah.
4d6? Really?
Mhm.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Nice.
All right, he's down. You incinerate him with the radiant light of Levi.
And he glares down at him.
And the darkness in his eyes, like you see light shoot out of his eyes as this bright radiant energy consumes his entire body, and it's almost like a light bulb getting too much energy, as his whole entire, you can see like the redness of the skin as like there's light being shown through it, and he goes to his knees and like falls over dead on the ground.
You kind of see like a hint of a smirk push through Finn's lips as he looks down at him.
Shit.
Where'd
All
the
right.
cinnamon roll go?
Where did the cinnamon roll go?
Oh, okay. Yes, that was an action. Can I glance around and see if anybody is looking pretty rough? Is anybody looking rough? No? No? Okay.
All right, Zen, your turn.
Yes.
Lorelai.
All right. Lorelai is gonna see what the range is. Okay. Lorelai's gonna saunter up over here.
Okay.
And cast Sleep. So she's gonna hold her hand out and kind of lull her eyes and hum an eerie lullaby towards this Undercity fanatic.
Okay. Sleep always confuses me. How does this work again?
So I've got a sphere.
Roll 5d8.
Yep.
You have to roll over the hit points, I think. Usually how it goes.
Hold on. Well, let me replay the... I wanted to place it a little bit closer, so I also had Grevir's... I don't know if it affects them, but...
Revere's
You know,
remnants
it
is
does.
dead, remember?
It is? Okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Roaring
say
Bear took
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
It's
yeah,
supposed
okay.
to, for some reason, it's not, but, oh, wait. There. That's my bad. It should now be. Conscious now.
Ooh.
23.
Hey.
23 goes asleep. He is asleep.
Bye bye.
Awesome.
He falls asleep into a beautiful, sleepy slumber, slumbery slum.
Okay. I don't know. What does it take to, like, tie a person up?
Some rope.
I have rope.
Some rope.
I look at Praeria. Get him.
Alright. He is asleep. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
He collapses and he begins snoring immediately on the floor. As he just kind of like tries to resist it, and then he just falls over to his knees and falls asleep. And that ends your turn. Samson.
All right. Bark, bark. I bite the fuck out of him. Out of this guy right here. That will be
Yeah.
a natural 20 to hit.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. Nat 20.
Bark, bark. And
bark,
that is
Mother
gonna
Vera.
be that will be 7 damage.
7
this
damage.
creature.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh, he hasn't taken any damage yet.
Bark, bark. And then I'm going to blink away and get away from all of this. All the way like over here.
Provoking attack of opportunity.
No, I'm gonna teleport.
Oh, you're teleporting? Okay.
And then, and that will,
Blink.
and that will end my turn.
Alright. Alrighty then. Saprearia, it is your turn.
Would it be my action to tie this dude up?
Yes. If you had, do you have rope
I do.
in your inventory? Do you have rope?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna hog tie this dude.
All right. You begin to hog tie. You take out some rope and you begin hog tying him.
Noise.
All right. That in your turn.
I guess so. I can't really reach anything. Yes.
All right. That ends your turn. Our boy is asleep, so that ends his turn. Ermir.
Okay. This Undercity fanatic over here, is he still up?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna attack him with another catapult. It seems to be going pretty well. So yeah, let's get a dex save from him.
All right. Dex save.
I think this one last one. Yep.
That is a 15.
Oh, it saves.
Dodges the attack, slips to the side, and holds his scimitar behind his back once more as he's ready to strike in his next move.
Okay, that's cool. Let me look at. Okay, so Umbra can move 40 feet. Yeah, that's plenty to get over there to him. And I'm gonna have Umbra fly over there and attack him.
All right.
Ooh, that's great. That is 10.
10 to hit.
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Well, then I will end my turn then.
All right. Next, is his turn. As it, speak of the devil, it is his turn. He is going to move. He's gonna come for you, and yes, he's gonna come for you. Umber, does Umber get opportunity attacks?
I was just looking at that. I know he gets reaction. Like he gets the disadvantage as a reaction.
Daniel is saying no, but I don't know Artificer well enough to know. Because he doesn't. Part of me wants to say no because he's not his. Like he goes on your turn.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't say he does on the stat block, but if you were just feeling nice, you know.
I'm gonna rule it no, but I'm gonna research and see. We'll look it up later.
That's fine.
I'm gonna rule no because that. I don't know.
So, according to the Steel Defender rules, it can move and use its reaction on its own. Therefore, it must have one.
It does have one. Okay,
sweet.
Then yeah. I trust you, Daniel.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a nat
wow.
one, so
Nat one.
that's a nat one. So
That one's miss. No.
well,
Yeah.
nat one's miss, according to the DMG.
Based on my extensive research.
Yeah, that one's miss.
So he's gonna run up to you,
Uh-huh.
and he is going to attempt to. He is going to once more begin to cast this dark spell, and he
Oh no.
and he will say, "I'm going to rip my fingers through your eye sockets." And he you see his two fingers on each hand begin to crackle this necrotic energy. Seeing some of his comrades go down, he's going to attempt to cast Inflict Wounds. There's a 21. A 21 to hit.
I think I lost. I can't hear you.
Did you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, it's a 21 to hit.
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That is 10 necrotic damage.
Oof. Yikes. Okay.
All right. And I believe that will be the end of his turn. As he shifts his two fingers forward to your face and begins to kind of claw at the sides of your temples and inflict this black necrotic energy that sears down your cheeks into your chest and just burns.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it burns that much as he cuts through the temporary hit points from a Samson spell. So Grevir winces like it kind of. Okay.
All right. This boy over here, he is going to run up to Roaring Bear and is going to do the same thing, swirling his hands around. She's going to giggle, and she's just gonna say, and she's going to claw out her fingers, and you see this necrotic energy. Her fingernails grow longer for a moment, and she's going to make an attack against you with Inflict Wounds as well.
You have advantage.
Hmm?
You have advantage.
That is 13 to hit with advantage. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
That will miss.
I figured.
Nice.
This is where my rolls start to turn on me. I've been rolling so well, and this is where my rolls start to turn on me. Then yeah, I think that's gonna end her turn. And that will start with your turn.
And Roaring Bear feels this presence, and he doesn't really care. He's done what he's come here to do, and he will continue to do it. For flavor, I'm going to use a bonus action to, my mace, my maul is, partially crushing into the skull of this thing. And I'll use my hand and kind of take the maul and, torque it so I can snap it free from its neck. So that now my maul has the end of Grevir's head on it. And I'll rise.
What's left of his head?
I told you to run. I thought it was clear that I meant away. As I rear back and try to baseball this poor little lady, misguided lady. And of course, we're attacking recklessly.
Okay.
I hit her with her friend's skull.
24.
24. That definitely hits.
That's going to be 9 damage.
9 All right. Okay.
As the smack the head into the side of her head, and the mace like crunches a little bit deeper into this skull, embedding it further.
Whack! All right. Does that end your turn as you lop her along the side of the head and her jaw just kind of cracks a little bit?
Yes, it does.
Finn, it is your turn.
All right, Finn, after staring down at the Undercity guard that he just burned to a crisp, his eyes are going to slide over to the fanatic that's trying to attack Ermir. He's going to shoot out his hand and just say, "Get away from him," and do the same thing to him with Guiding Bolt. Hopefully.
Okay.
And it's ranged this time, so. Okay. Come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
24.
Nice roll. That definitely hits.
With 13 damage.
13 damage. All right.
So once again, the black-looking lightning streaks across and hits the Undercity fanatic,
All right.
probably across the back.
Slams this radiant damage across this individual, and they just kind of like against the pain of both of these attacks that just came upon them from you and from Roaring Bear. And she just kind of like snorts a little bit. She says, "She is satiated. She is satiated." I'll end your turn.
Yes.
Lorelai.
Lorelai hears her whispering. I guess she is satiated, and she turns and whispers back. Indeed. And casts Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. That is a... rolled an 18. Is there anything on top of that? 19.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that saves.
She took a lot of head damage. Shouldn't that count for something?
He always hears whispers.
She always hears whispers. This is new. This isn't new to her.
So she will take, I guess, 4 damage.
4 damage. All right. Okay. All right. You whisper to her, and she just giggles and laughs like like a psychopath. All right. Is that in your turn?
Ooh, and I would like to move.
Okay.
Thinking. We'll move over here.
Okay.
I'm not. That's it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Is that in your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Samson.
Bark, bark. This guy's about to have a rough time.
Work, work.
I'm gonna run.
Oh god.
I'm gonna run this way first, so that I can enter this guy's range from flanking distance, and I'm gonna bite the mess out of him while flanking. Rough, rough.
Oof.
Ooh. That is an 8.
That does not hit. Unfortunately, sorry.
And I think that's an 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's an 8. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Ending your turn, Prayaria.
All right, I'm gonna move just a hair so I can get a clean shot between Oromir and Lorelei with my short bow.
Okay.
That's a 16.
16 does hit.
Nice. 4. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You're targeting the one in between Oromir and Samson, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Because you have an ally within 5 feet, you should also get sneak attack.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for reminding her.
That's because I will forget. So that's 2 more D8. Yes.
6.
6.
D6.
Nice. 9.
9. That's a lot. Math. All right.
And that ends my turn.
So you pull out your crossbow, and you just take aim, and you send those bolts at him, and as they hit, one it sinks into his shoulder blade, and he's just like, she is satiated. She is satiated.
Why everything gotta be an ordeal with y'all? Like, everything gotta be creepy and weird.
Is that end your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. Alright, a boy over here is going to run over to you, Prayaria.
Isn't he still
He's
asleep?
He's tied up.
That's right. He's asleep.
and
he's
asleep.
You're right. I couldn't find the sleep icon, so I just left it. That's why I missed it. All right, Oromir, it's your turn.
All right. So first things first, as a bonus action, I'm gonna call Umber back over here. And he's going to make an attack on the guard in front of me.
Okay.
Does he get advantage?
You think?
Yes.
Then yes, you technically would. Yes.
Sweet. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay. And he takes plus 4. It's gonna take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Umber swoops in and claws at his face, like scars, like give him a scar on his cheek. Or
Begins to
something.
claw at this fanatic. Just begins clawing, and the light above of the lights in its eyes just start blinking furiously as it does so, like a rabid beast, but that is not a beast. That is a machine more than anything.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn?
No, not quite. While Umber is attacking him, Oromir is going to twist his arm and detach it and replace it with a crossbow.
All right.
As he takes a step backwards. So he's gonna step 10 feet or 5 feet back to here. Is he gonna get an opportunity attack?
So let me see what this boy can do. Yes, he is.
Okay. Umber's gonna inflict disadvantage on that.
Okay. There we go. There he is. Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna make his melee attack with those. Gonna turn around, pull out a dagger, and an attempt to slice at ya. Oof, 7.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
I figured.
Alright, so as he reaches out to try to attack, Umber kind of gets in between them, and then Ermir aims his crossbow and takes his shot. That's not working.
You have to press it in the chat. You lit the chat up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, why
yeah,
is
there's
it
like
working?
50 like crossbow light.
I bet. Okay, there it goes. That's a 12.
Does not hit.
Oh, really? Okay. It goes wide.
All right. In your turn.
Yes.
All right. Your boy is gonna throw a dagger at his boy that's tied up. Wait, no. I don't think he's gonna do that. Let's see. He is going to run over to... Nah. He's going to make an attack against Praeria. He's going to swirl his hands, bringing forth this light green energy, like flames, and he's going to send it at you, Praeria. That is a dex save. Actually, yeah, yes, that's correct. That's a dex save.
Sweet.
22, you save, and it goes wide. You just kind of like duck your head out of the way, and it hits the boulder behind you, and misses. You save.
Nice.
This guy over here, he's going to reach out with his hands, and he's going to continue to chant, she is going to continue to chant, she is satiated. She is satiated. She is satiated. And she's going to attempt to touch you again, Roaring Bear. That's second. And I believe I had advantage last time. I don't...
Yes, you still do.
Huh?
You still do.
Shit. That's 10.
No.
Yeah, right? Rough. She's gonna continue to chant, even though it fails and the spell kind of fizzles, and you move and you just kind of look at her strangely. She almost just recoils her fingers a little bit and very antsy, just wait. Ready. And she'll just hold her palms out like this, knowing that you're gonna strike her.
Strike me down!
Roaring Bear, it's your turn.
Your wish is my command, DM. I shall do that very thing. The
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit. That will hit.
That's 15 damage.
You finish her off.
So as
And
she's
she smiles
standing
the whole
there,
time.
And he said, "You!" And he like swipes her to the side and forces her against this rock. "You poor depraved soul!" And then he takes his foot and like presses it into her gut, holding her still. "Shut up!" Smashes her head into this rock with this maul and just like it breaks Grevir's skull off. It's in shards on the ground as it splatters what's left of her mind on this poor natural rock. And then he takes his foot off and lets her slowly slump to the ground.
She does so. With a smile still on her face. And a glassy expression. What's left of it. Is that in your turn? You gonna move, or?
I have more movement, and so I will move. Step over the cringy remains of Grevir and make a little loop, and can kind of like take Urimir and pull him behind me.
Gladly.
Alright. That in your turn?
It does.
Beautiful. Finn!
So Finn blinks, and it's almost like he snaps out of it, and the sound comes rushing back. The sight of like blood just kind of shocks him for a moment, and he looks terrified as he looks down at what he's done. And he's going to whip around back over to Revenier's body, and he's going to drop to his knees, and he's just going to start like praying feverishly over her body. And so I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing, and that does affect Revenier as well.
Okay.
Oh, 18. So
nice.
everybody actually, since it affects 6 people. So
Okay.
everybody
Six people you can see.
Doesn't
Yes.
that have a 1 minute casting time?
Oh, you're right.
Wait, let me see.
You're right. I think it does.
It's a 10-minute casting time.
10-minute casting time.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I guess I'll start doing that. Sorry.
You start to pray?
I start to pray. Focusing on Revenier, right below me.
Okay.
So that's what Finn's doing.
Finn
trying
just
not
stops, pulls out his prayer beads in his alms box, and he just begins to pray.
Yeah, no, he just kind of presses his forehead against Revenier's chest, and he's trying to focus on that.
Aw.
So.
All right. That end your turn.
Yeah.
Lorelai.
Oh. Lorelai takes one last look at this dweeb, smiling crazily, and she waves as she calls another stream of blue fire from the sky.
Okay. Oof. Rough roll. It's a rough roll.
11.
It does not hit.
No.
He
That's it.
just stands there and continues to chant over and over and over again. She is satiated. She is satiated.
Come over here.
And that ends your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty then, Samson.
I'm gonna bite him again, but that is a 6 and a 5, so 9 total.
Nine to hit does not hit.
And that'll end my turn.
right, guys, this guy is becoming impossible to hit. And
Look, we're tired, okay?
Praeria, why does it keep skipping over you, Praeria? Jeez.
It
Praeria,
doesn't want me to shine.
it's your turn. Will you? Won't you? Will you hit? We don't know. Give it a crit.
I love that. Thank you. All right, it is once again short bow time.
Okay. Knock.
Okay.
Loose.
Hey, 23.
Oh, 23. Definitely hits.
Yes. And that's gonna be 4. 4 points.
How
of
do you
damage.
want to do this?
I think she's a little tired of hearing she is satiated, so she's gonna shoot straight for the throat.
Yes. As he's in the middle of saying it, she and gets to the A and satiated. It's gonna go right through the back of the skull, and just you just see him start to choke as it begins pouring out the front of his mouth, and he drops to his knees, and that will bring us, I believe,
as he tries to drop to his knees, Roaringbear will grab him by the collar and headbutt him just to make sure he's down.
Just to make sure that he's dead. And I believe, let me look at, I think that will take us out of initiative. We have our boy over here who's asleep. That will take us out of initiative.
We did it.
So, with that, I think that's a good place to go to our break. It's a good stop to go to our break here.
Good job, everyone. Excellent
Yes.
effort.
It was a little rocky start, but we pulled it together.
It had us in the first half.
Yeah.
But then we had them.
So before we go to our break,
But they're dead.
let's pick the winner of our giveaway. If you haven't, is it still open? It's not still open. I'm gonna resume it for just a minute so I can explain our giveaway one more time. If you have not entered, I just reopen it for just a moment. Use the command loot, which is !loot, to get a chance to win this beautiful yellow heart dice vault by 9 Realms Gaming. They make absolutely amazing gaming supplies, and if you want a chance to win this one, please go ahead and enter in the chat. If you want to go ahead and buy one of these awesome dice vaults, I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. The craftsmanship is amazing. You can visit their website and use our code LYRE10 to get 10% off your purchase. Gorgeous craftsmanship. All right, ready to enter? And now for the winner. Our winner is Rico Miyoko. Are you in chat still? I hope so. You are our winner. Rico Miyoko? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? No, you don't have to. You don't have to enter again. It'll take your entry. Rico, Miyoko, you won our giveaway. Please be in chat. Are you there? Are you there? Are you here? Are you there? You there? No.
I mean, we could still message them, right?
We could probably still message them.
Yeah.
You are our winner, Rico. Where did you go?
They're...
All right. Well, I will message you, Rico, at the end of the stream. All right. With that, we're gonna go to our break.
Yeah.
And
It's not going to be any fallout from this, surely.
And we will return from our break.
Oh, you just wait.
With the fallout, where our party finally is going to get to reflect on
What we've done.
the madness that has just ensued. So expect some party drama there. So we will see y'all in just a bit as we go to our break. You all level up to level 4. When the smoke, the dust, and the blood begins to settle, time seems to stop for a moment. As you look at each other, your heartbeat thrumming loud within your chest, within your ears, deafening the calming sounds of the forest that you heard only moments before. Gone is the sound of the songbirds and the chorus of the trees moving in the wind. Gone is the sweet scent of freshly dewed grass. Who are we? What have we done? What are we doing? Confusion, disappointment, self-loathing. The gravity of this continues to seep into your mind as shock turns to realization. And I turn this moment to all of you now.
I'm gonna go over to where Revenir is, and Finn is praying over her, and see how she's doing.
You walk over to Revenir.
I run over to Revenir after no longer being a blink dog.
You see Revenir lies unconscious. Her breathing is uneven, her muscles tense, and her eyebrows furrow as if lucid dreaming a nightmare she can't awake.
Keep doing that, Finn. I think it's helping.
And he keeps whispering under his breath, but he nods to Samson in acknowledgement.
Ermir will walk over to the remains of Grevir and just kind of look down at him. This bloody, black ichor corpse. Just kind of reflect on everything. This is not how he thought. This is not how things were supposed to go in his head. He looks around at everybody else and kind of tries to gauge their reaction to all of this.
Lorelai lays down where she's at and starts whispering insults at the remaining larva. But they're not silly anymore. They're still an infernal, but they're much more serious.
Ferraria's just gonna drag the sleepy guy. She's gonna pick him up and just drag him over to the group. She's gonna drop him on the ground and then sit on him. She appears very deep in thought about what's just happened.
So Roaring Bear is still holding this dead fanatic, and it takes him a good 30 more seconds before he stops just glaring at this guy and finally lets his arm slack and lets him slump to the ground and starts going around collecting his weapons and inspecting them and muttering to himself as he wipes the detritus off of them.
Whew.
Remir's just shaking his head. under his breath, he's like, why did it happen like this?
Looking around at Revenir on the ground and all this, I'll walk past Ermir and give him a pat on the shoulder as he's contemplating all of this, and I'll say, I don't know, mate. So, I don't know. Let's see if there's anything on these bodies, though. They might, I don't know, give us a clue as to why, you know? And I don't want to, like, berate him or anything right now or talk to him about it, so I'll just give him a pat, and then I'll go look through these other bodies to see if there's any information or anything to be gleaned from them.
Okay. Which of the bodies would you like to inspect?
I will start with, I'll start with the spellcasting people.
Okay.
And I'll just make my way through them if I can.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me a survival check for loot, please.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
Nice.
You make your way to the first, and you see, you get there's tattered leather armor, a dagger, spell component pouch, 5 gold and 19 copper pieces. You make your way to the next body. Again, tattered leather armor, dagger, spellcasting component pouch, and 8 gold and 19 copper pieces. You make your way to the last body, and you find the same spell component pouch, tattered dagger, and leather armor, and 13 gold pieces and 11 silver pieces, and a note, actually.
Ooh. What is it? I open the note.
The note says, "She is satiated. She is ready. Ensure the rays bring me my prize."
Oh, look at here. And I hand up the note and hand it to Praeria, who's close by.
She's gonna read the first line, just kind of sneer at it. What's supposed to mean? Who is she?
Didn't I was right there next to him when he did whatever he did. He said something about Faerun and the 5th season and all that. I don't know what that is. Does anyone know what that means?
At this point, I would say, Finn, your 10 minutes have probably gone, and the spell is complete, and the prayer finishes. What is there any kind of special way that your prayer, what this looks like, to describe?
So as he has his forehead pressed to down against Revenir, a soft glow starts to spread over her and hopefully restores breath into her lungs, and just starts to give like her body more energy, and hopefully maybe melts away some of the sludge on her.
Okay. So you do see some of the sludge kind of like fall away, as that is like necrotic. And the radiant energy just kind of dissolves it, and it kind of like, almost like in how Voldemort just kind of like fades away. The blackness of this just kind of fades up, like ash off of her body. And her skin glows warmer. Color kind of returns to her a little bit more, but she remains unconscious. And I mean, she's alive and she's breathing, but it's like she can't wake up.
Okay. So, Finn he'll dig into his pack and pull out a blanket and put it over her, or like over her body, not her head. And he's going to kind of hear Samson just like the end of his sentence, and he's going to turn his head and, did you say the 5th season?
Yeah, right before he turned around and turned into whatever he was, he said something about the 5th season's coming, and that the 5th season's coming. Firen sends his regards.
Can I see that note, Praeria?
Just gonna get up and go hand it to Finnalai.
Finn will take a moment to read it. And as he does, the grip on the paper tightens. And he looks up at all of everyone and he just, this isn't good. It's not good at all. Does anyone else know about the 5th season, or is it just me? Okay, well, I actually didn't think it was a thing. I didn't think it was real until recently. And now that it's being mentioned, well, the grand elves of my island, they know of this prophecy regarding the 5th season. And it's, well, the 5th season is the last. It's not part of spring or summer or fall or winter. It's its own dark entity. It's death and destruction. It's the end of change, of everything. It says here, the note said there's the 7, right? It said, that's what it said.
The note that was given to Samson, or that Samson found, it says it says she is satiated, she is ready, ensure the rays bring me my prize. But
Okay.
what Grevir had said before he exploded was the 5th season starts with you. Aaron sends his regards.
Yes. It says here about raising, well, our prophecy basically says when the 7 raise, only the desert remains. This 7 is basically called the 7 of severance, and they're the ones to bring on the 5th season. We don't know what the 7 is. It could be monsters, people, artifacts. Some say it represents the 7 schools of magic. I can't say for certain. Prophecies are never really exact, but all I know is they bring on the beginning of something terrible. The end of a cycle. And I wonder if Faerun has something to do with it.
Roaring Bear visibly tenses at the mention of a desert.
I don't know.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
So you think like this whole plague that's happened, everything under the Undercity right now is because of one of these 7 of severance? Maybe.
It could be, but I don't think it's restricted to the Undercity. I think it's everywhere. I mean...
Yeah, but he said it started with Rev. Right?
Well, Rev is a follower of Lady Vera. And before I left my island, my god came to me and said that when Vera fell, her power broke into pieces upon the earth. And with that, her vengeance, and that it's been seeping into the earth like a poison. So I wonder if... I hate to say that about Rev, but I don't know if maybe there's a connection there.
Grevir is going to tense at the mention of poison in the earth.
You're going to say such a thing as she lies there?
I don't know. I can't say for certain. I'm not trying to accuse her of anything. I healed her, but I don't...
Whatever this is, he needed Rev for it. And we gave him... He got exactly what he wanted.
Not exactly. As Roaring Bear rises from his squatting stance. We are alive. He has no prize. I believe we are intended to keep it that way. Whatever this entity is, requires a sacrifice. But Rev is here.
Will she stay here? What is in her? Will it grow?
Well, she can't stay here. We can't leave her here in the woods. Where are we going to take her?
Should we take her to Niveau Maximum?
Maybe Crick can help.
How are we going to explain taking her all the way into the city like that? Everyone knows who she is. Can't take her all the way in there.
We won't have to explain it.
What are they going to say?
We won't have to explain it. And he'll look over at the guy that's hogtied. Say, he will.
He's only going to speak madness.
He's got to know something, right?
I'm sure he knows something, but good luck getting it out of him.
Well, we can't just leave her here either. We have to take her somewhere that they can help her. I can only do so much.
We need to take her to Niveau, but we need the protection of someone like the Sparrowhawks. Someone who already has our trust.
She trusted Kaya. They were friends. She would know that all this was happening. We could take her there. Yeah.
I have a good word with Trip. And he just wants us to be upfront, so now's the time. This is bigger than just us.
The little one is right. Pharaoh's gonna pick up the hog-tied man. We take him.
Alright. Just to point out that Grevir's book is on the floor, and as well as the 3 other bodies that have not been lifted.
Oh, I picked that book up.
I thought you might have forgotten about it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Okay. You immediately flip through it, or
Yeah.
okay.
What's it say?
Make an investigation check for me.
Gotcha. Investigation. Pretty good at those. That's a 17.
Oh, great! You find out everything at first, or most everything at first glance.
Awesome.
Just kind of flipping through it. You see, like, he wasn't lying. They're listed in the book are ideas he had recorded to help change the outlook of those living beneath the Cambria. Some are his, some are recorded from people that he spoke to and gathered their ideas. You don't see any kind of treacherous planning. What's written here, he seems just roughly genuinely good-natured and had the people's best interest in mind. Reading his writing, it sounds like a completely different person than the person that you had interacted with. At one point, he starts to talk about a headache that won't go away. You flip some more, and you decide to just flip near the back of the book, and you see near the end, he begins to talk about whispers coming from the crack in his wall. He details a reoccurring nightmare, nearly exactly the same as Micah's mother's dream. He expresses that it's the same every single night. You flip a series of pages, and the last entry notes an addition to his dream. It suddenly picks up where Micah's mother's dream left off, and this change in his dream alarms him. It says, "The blinding moonlight passes over me. I can't move. The front door opens, and the darkest crawling creature waits for me. A large, monstrous centipede-like creature with human arms that claw at the ground beneath it. The arms much more elongated than any human. Its body drips with a sluggish mucus that webs across its body as it moves about. It stretches its head through the door frame, slowly, towards me, bones cracking and shifting from inside as it does, and stops as the mouth, I suppose, peels back to reveal a dark gullet lined with... And out of the darkness of this throat, a face emerges. A woman. Eyes black, hair dark, face paled with black veins pulsating. It, smiles as it exhales a pale green and beckons me to it. And just like that, I do. I listen. I don't know why, but I do. And I wake up. A few more pages. This crack in the wall, it sings to me. I don't wish to, but my feet fail me. I must follow the voice below. A few more pages, and the scribbling is kind of more aggressive, and it says, she's singing, she's singing, she's singing, I must. The end. That's the last entry.
I'll share this with the rest of the party. He got infected. Same dreams, same symptoms, but there was more. And that's what I'll recount. I'll just read it off the page. The rest of the nightmare. So
That must be what they meant by she.
Whoever
Who
this
is she?
dark-haired, pale-faced centipede woman. Are there dates on these?
Yes, there would be. There would be, at least on the dream. The last, I would say, somewhat put together.
How long ago did the entries start to change?
Geez. It would, I believe 5 years, I want to say.
5 years.
You're right. The best thing we can do is take us in the vote. And with the resources, hopefully Crick can come up with a solution. But in the meantime, we have to find more answers.
Revenir was the start. We have to be able to stop it before it gets to anyone else.
That crack in the wall. No one's there now. Perhaps we should take a look.
Yes.
Not alone.
It'll be dangerous.
We'll go to the Sparrowhawks first. I'm fairly confident that they will give us the clearance to do these things, and even if they don't, we're going to do them anyway. The
We have
city's
to.
depending on it.
If Finn's right, it's more than just the city.
It's everything.
And what are we waiting for? I turn into a draft horse so I can carry all these bodies.
Carrie.
Fate works in strange and mysterious ways.
Okay.
I came here for one purpose, but it seems there is more.
I'll help lift Revenir up on the horse, Samson.
Gonna sling the sleeping one over my shoulder. It's like, yeah, I've got this one.
We don't want to lay him by Revenir anyway.
Yeah.
It might be dangerous.
So, Boromir, you're lifting Revenir up onto Samson's back.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'll help.
kneel down next to her. Your metal slides underneath her. For a moment, you think about what, you can't feel with this anymore. You don't have nerves in your fingertips, in your forearm. You slip your hand underneath her head. You feel more in this moment, holding her head, than you would have ever felt. Real arm. You lift her up. Finn grabs the back half of her. As her mother's cape flows back behind her, the black embroidery, flowers curve up the side of the cape. Hair falls down. Gently, both place her on the back of the horse. Let go.
Drape the blanket over her as well, the one that he took out of his pack, so that it's on each side of Samson and also over her.
I'm guessing you all begin to make your way.
Someone should ride with her.
I'm small.
I'll help Lorelai up on the horse.
You get up behind Revenir, I'm guessing, and you can hold her on by kind of wrapping your arms around her waist as she just kind of slumps forward, and her hair kind of falls over her face. She sits there.
If she has a hood, I'll go ahead and pull it up.
She has a hood.
Yeah. And I'll pull mine up as well.
I will very carefully begin making my way to the Quell's Cup south of the city.
Right. As you all begin to make your way to the Quail's Cup, you notice something rather stark. The horse makes its way, passing trees. Quietness of its forest. Moments ago, the sky was the clearest of blues. Beautiful fall morning, not a breeze on the air, yet now the world around you seems to drain in color as clouds begin to block the radiance of the sun, little by little. The wind begins to pick up. And the fallen leaves of orange begin to swirl lazily at first, and then forcefully, as if the sky has suddenly readied itself to release caged anger upon the earth below. Lightning splits from the sky, and you can feel the vibrations of it hitting the earth below, under your feet. Straining itself against the trees as this storm begins to rain down its suffering, its anguish.
Lorelai will cast message to Samson. Can I communicate with Samson if he's a horse?
I believe so. They can respond to you telepathically, I think? No?
Yeah.
I think. We'll say yes.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and say yes.
For
now. I'll look it up later.
And she'll say, "Is there any point in waiting it out?"
I don't think the storm's gonna stop. Not till we make it.
Is there any point in hurrying?
If we'd been a little faster, we might not be here.
Roaring Bear is not okay. These clouds started forming, and he started eyeing up the sky like his muscles are bulging and tensing as the veins in his skin start to show forth, like a couple on his temple as he starts to become more unhinged. And when it starts actually like getting dark, but before it's storming, he's glaring at the sky, and he's fidgeting his weapons, and he's starting to cast about to look for cover. He finds a random branch and rips it out of a tree and starts quickly sharpening it into a spear. And as the first lightning begins to come down, like he's torn. Half of him wants to go stick his head in a hole, and half of him wants to latch out at this storm. And he stops even acknowledging that there are people around, and that as lightning starts to come down, he has his spear, and he's just like quivering, like a cornered animal.
You all see this.
How close are we
Why?
to... Oh,
Why now? Why here?
I'll start to walk a little faster.
Lightning will strike a tree nearby, and as it does, you'll hear it crack and fall over, and just go boom.
And he like full on like does a single handspring and battle roll.
It doesn't. It's not
straight
close
out
to you.
of it.
It's not.
I
Close
know,
to you.
it
Okay,
doesn't
okay,
matter.
Okay.
Like straight up combat rolls, and he comes back up to his feet and he hurls this spear into the sky. You think I'm afraid of you? You think that this is enough?
Guys, I think we should pick up the pace.
yeah, how close are we to the coil?
We shouldn't be that far.
It's not that much further.
We're no more than 10 or 15 minutes out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get him?
If you want to.
Lorelai just...
Roaring Bear, you're not in danger. It's fine.
And like he stops staring at the sky, and like his vision slowly creeps down as his head like twitches. And he pulls both of his hand axes out again. You have no idea the strife that this has caused. And no, it's not okay! As he takes both axes and just like starts slamming them into the muddy ground.
It's gonna pick up his own pace and go on the other side of Samson. Okay, it's not okay. All right.
You think you can deprive us for hundreds of years and expect me to fear you? And he'll hurl one of his hand axes into this
Spear goes
growing
flying.
door.
Axe goes flying into the darkness.
Send a message to Finnalai. Take my place. And I'll hop off the back of Samson.
And he'll hop right back on.
And walk steadily toward Roaring Bear. I guess you've stopped now?
No.
Oh, you haven't stopped? No, stop moving forward.
Yeah, he's stopped moving forward.
Yeah. And she'll just look at you.
He's back to not responding to anyone being around. As he screams litanies and curses into the sky, grabbing random things and throwing them when he's out of his own stuff.
What's that?
And like he's raging again at this point, like straight up. Like before it was kind of a more focused range, but now he's beyond reason, like actual truly raging.
Harry's gonna come up and kind of pull Lorelai back a little bit.
And like spits flying from his face as his hair gets just plastered back and then streaking in the wind as he invokes, like he starts speaking another language. I'm not sure any of you speak it.
It would be the language of your tribe.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know it, but they would know you were speaking some.
Yeah. Something ancient and smooth and flowing, but heavily punctuated with the consonants as he is furious. And he is alternating between like screaming things at the sky and like flinching every time there's thunder. Like this is his own personal fight with nature.
Did I see which way you threw the axe?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did.
Oh, there's an axe. There's a skeleton.
You would
He
have
tried
seen,
to throw
he threw
his
the
maul.
spear. He threw his axe. You would have saw the direction that they
I'll go start gathering his weapons up.
went. Okay.
Lorelei, just being the fearless and rash person she is, will start to approach with her hands outstretched and speak to him as she casts Hold Person. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
I know.
You know what I took with that level?
What did you take?
Resilient wisdom.
No!
How could you?
I have reasons.
The audacity.
So yeah, let's make a saving throw. That will be that's a 7, that's an 11?
Fails? Does it fail?
So you're paralyzed. That's fun.
Ooh. So immediately, Roaring Bear, you feel your body tense up and get stiff, and like as you're moving in this angry, like, you know, axing and just furious fury that you have, your body tenses up and then you stop moving. And you're frozen in place as the rain pelts against it, dripping down your chin, down your clothes, soaking you through. In the cold.
And as you cast Hold Person, he feels himself not being able to move. Like his eyes glaze over, and he just starts shuddering. Like teeth clench. He starts, no! No!
She approaches you quickly and says, "It's alright. It's alright to be angry. It's alright to be afraid. I understand."
Unfortunately, he can't hear you.
Why?
Because he's in the middle of a flashback. And he's very much not here. Like he might hear you on some level, but not consciously. Like,
can I get some rules for that?
For all intensive purposes, he's unconscious.
This is a weird situation.
I feel like that's not fair.
I would say that you hear her. Whether or not you can speak, that's a different. I think that's different. But like, I feel like you would hear her, but how much you comprehend is up to you. Like how much you're willing to listen, but you do hear her. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
It would be we had something like this in a previous campaign where somebody said they were choosing not to hear, but you, like, she's right there.
Right. Okay.
So what I do as I'm saying this, I walk up, I take his hands, I pull him down so that we're both sitting, like cross-legged across from each other. He's probably sitting on his knees just because of being paralyzed. And I just hold his hands as tight as I possibly can, and I like force his forehead to mine. And then I think after a round he gets to take another saving throw. I don't know how you want to roll that.
Another wisdom save.
Whew.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 22. As soon as his body frees up, his arms snap to the sides of your head, and he like stares through you.
She stares back.
And there is no anger there. It is just fear.
She sends a
his mouth
message.
just kind of like quivers open, and he's weeping so furiously that you can tell even in the rain.
She sends message. She says, I know. I've seen how too.
You can't. Hell is here.
I know. When you look into your eyes, they're like glass. They look like they could shatter.
And I mean, his grip is strong. He's not trying to hurt you, but it probably hurts to be squished between his hands.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's not just quivering; he's full on shuddering at this point, as he vibrates with this energy. And eventually he'll it takes a good minute or so of him just searching your eyes for answers before he releases you and just kind of falls over and curls up and just holds his knees to his chest and loudly sobs.
Lorelai will crawl around and place his head in her lap. And just sing for a while. Really slow, sad lullabies. She'll wave to the party to go on.
You guys continue on.
I guess we do.
I think Lorelai's got this, but I'm kind of nervous for her. But
I don't think she's in danger. I mean,
Kara's gonna shift the guy on her shoulders. We don't have time. Little one thinks she will be fine. She will be fine. We go.
All right.
Onward then.
You all
Continue moving.
make your way back to the Quail's Cup. And that might be a good place to stop. We're about at 11 o'clock here. As you all arrive at the Quail's Cup, I think that's probably where we will stop this evening.
You said
All right.
it,
How does everyone feel?
Well done, everyone.
Oh.
Good effort. Good effort. We didn't die, and everything is fine. Nothing is
Only
the problem.
one of us had a mental breakdown, and
Only-
we're handling it.
1 out of 6, and like that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Ms. Trebor for the follow. Thank you, Puppet Master 183 for the follow. Thank you, Skydraws for the follow. Thank you again, Lawful Stupid RPG, for your raids. We love you so much.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing and awesome, and we're just so grateful for you. If you enjoyed our show this evening, please think about subscribing. Hit that subscribe. Use that Twitch Prime to subscribe for free. It continues to help us do what we do. Our subscribers get super awesome emotes. If you didn't notice in chat, we've got our Huzzah Ale Mug, our Nat 20, Nat 1, our Snunk Piggy Heart Snout. We also have our Inside emoji for our Tier 2, and our Rip Skull emoji for our Tier 3. We also create a whole bunch of awesome content on Patreon, patreon.com/InkandLyre. We've got encounters with maps and magic item cards, and premium content. We just released a build your own magic item card template that you can use for the on-the-fly magic items that you want to create at the table, instead of like writing them down on a sticky note and sticking it to your player's forehead and be like, here you go, here's the custom magic item you asked for. We made that. We have Iron Valor, which is our one-shot show that we do on Wednesdays. That is at 7:30 on Wednesday, Central Standard Time. And then Short Rest, this Friday, we are playing Pacify, which is a horror game made by the same people, I think, who made Emily Wants to Play, except it's with a group of people. And Daniel's going to play, I'm going to play, I can't remember who, I can't remember who's all playing. I think James is playing too, and Max is playing. But we're going to have some guests from our Iron Valor show up on that show as well. Shout out to Dynamic Dungeons for their animated Grasslands map that I used. They also have a Patreon. They make animated maps, and they are freaking awesome. Put a link to them in the chat. They make beautiful animated maps if you want to check them out. We used their Grasslands map this evening, which is beautiful. But other than that, we are going to raid now. Who are we raiding?
We're raiding over to Bard Community College. I'll put it in the chat.
I love that name so friggin' much.
Lorelai got kicked out of Bard Community College.
Goodness.
I put it in the chat. Remember,
see it.
everyone. There is no Fate's End next week. We
Yes.
will not be here.
Yeah, so
we're not having any shows next week. So
we're
there'll be
taking a break next week so we can reset.
no Monday show, no Iron Valor next week, and no Short Rest on the 30th.
But we are returning on the 2nd of November. That is the Monday after next Monday. So just a reminder there. I know we're gonna miss everyone. But we'll be back. We will be back. All right, so are we ready to raid, everyone?
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope you had fun. All right, we are raiding in 5
Order your dice vault
seconds.
from
Yes.
9 Realms Gaming.
9 Realms.
Lyre 10 for 10% off.
All right, raiding now.